Hey guys, it's Igor. Welcome to this webinar. Let me know in the chat if you can hear me. Type number one in the chat if you can hear me. Okay, John, Marcia, Latanya, Philip, Mia. Okay, I'm excited for today's call because you're going to see a brand new 30 minutes per day income secret you can use immediately to make more money every week. Forget everything you think you know about hustle culture and endless hours grinding away at a side gig. Today, we're about to expose a secret that the gurus don't want you to know about. This isn't about selling your soul, spamming your friends, or building a complex online empire. In fact, you won't need a website, an email list, or even a product to start seeing results. What if I told you that you could generate massive cash flow in just 30 minutes a day? What if you could do this without talking to a single person? You could start seeing results this week, even if you're a complete beginner. It's all possible with the system we're about to unveil. And to guide you through this revolutionary method, we've brought back the one and only Sean Allison. Sean has shared the stage with giants like Deepak Chopra, Robert Kiyosaki, and Sharon Lechter. Robert Kiyosaki is co-author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. He has helped tons of people use his system to achieve rapid passive income, and today he's going to do the same for you. Best of all, you don't have to quit your job, sacrifice your precious free time, or risk a fortune to get started. This is your chance to build a lucrative side income on your terms. So, are you ready to rewrite your financial future? Let's dive in and give a massive welcome to the income generating mastermind himself, Sean Allison. Sean, are you with us?
Yes, I am, Igor. Very excited to be here. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. So let's go ahead and dive in. The floor is yours.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for having me here. I'm very excited to be here, and I really want to show you the exact strategy that I've used to become a multi-millionaire. I've been using this now for 24 years and made millions and millions of dollars doing it. The great thing about this strategy is it's simple, it's easy to use, and has a huge amount of empirical evidence that proves that it works. Simple, that's what you want, to keep it simple so you can execute and execute flawlessly and generate more money than you realize is even possible. I call it the smart income strategy. It is actually made for beginners. So if you've never done anything like this before, you don't have any background in finance or investing or anything like that, you're looking for another source of income. You're looking for another pillar of income. You're looking to pay more bills, pay down your mortgage, generate additional returns so that you can go part-time in your job, fund your retirement. Whatever it is you're looking to do, this strategy can do it for you. And the great thing about this is it's simple and it doesn't involve a lot of time. Now, even if you are very experienced in trading, this is for you as well if you're not getting consistent, profitable results. Now, if you're wondering what I look like, there I am there on the left. But what I love to be able to do is prove what I do live, right? Being 100% authentic and proving it live in front of people. If you can't explain something simply enough, you don't know it well enough. So I want to be able to show you exactly how this works step by step. In fact, I did this live in front of 3,000 people at the Excel Centre in London. Some of the volunteers helping me out on that day, and here I am actually live on stage. What I did is I actually got people in the audience to put their hand up if they had no experience in investing, in trading, or anything financially related at all. Then what I did is I actually chose someone who seemed a little bit nervous, and I got them to come up on stage, and I actually went through the strategy I'm about to go through with you now. Very simple, easy to follow strategy. We did this live on stage with real money, and we made $1,952 live on stage with a complete beginner and a volunteer from the audience. And then I actually gave the volunteer the money. This was the exact trade that I placed live at the Excel Centre in front of 3,000 people. And here I am actually giving the volunteer, Terry, the money right there in London. So I know that I can even grab someone from an audience who's never done this before and walk them through the strategy step by step and get them results. And I've been able to do this all around the world, teaching people exactly how this works. So I call it the smart income strategy. And why I love this is, like I said before, it's got so much evidence that it works. So this individual that you're seeing here, this gentleman here down on the right here, the bottom right, his name is Richard Dennis. What Richard Dennis did is he actually took 14 beginners who had no background in investing, in finance, anything like that, and he took these complete beginners and he generated, over a 4-year period, 14 beginners generated $175 million in profit. From zero experience to $175 million in profit. Pretty amazing. I'll talk about that story in just a moment. But Richard Dennis, incredible trader in his own right. He actually started with $400 and he actually turned that into over $200 million using the same strategy that I'm about to show you right now. So a little bit about Richard Dennis. Where did he start? Well, he started with very humble beginnings, like many of us. And he actually borrowed $1,600 from his family, a small loan from his family, to get started with the strategy I'm about to show you. He actually invested in himself. Very smart move from the very outset. Investing in himself, investing in his education. So he educated himself first with $1,200 out of the $1,600 that he had. So he spent most of his money educating himself. So he was only left with $400 to trade. And like I said, he turned that $400 into over $200 million. He went on to be one of the most successful traders on planet Earth and actually started managing other people's money. So he was so successful, he was managing billions of dollars for other people. Pretty incredible to start from $400 to then ultimately managing billions of dollars for other people. Very, very successful, one of the greatest traders ever. And when he was working in his hedge fund, right, making other people money, right, investing money for other people and generating huge returns for them, he was actually having a heated debate or an argument with one of his colleagues called William Eckhart. Now, William Eckhart and Richard Dennis were having this heated debate about the fact that you couldn't really teach someone who was a beginner how to become a multimillionaire trader. This is what William Eckhart was saying. He said, look, Richard, you've got certain innate skills that the average person doesn't have, and that's why you're so good at this. Richard Dennis says, rubbish, that's not true. I believe anyone could do this. If they follow a simple strategy and a simple set of rules, anyone can go from beginner to making phenomenal amounts of money trading and using the strategy that I use. So this heated debate ultimately turned into a bet, right? Which turned into an experiment. So what Richard Dennis said is, look, I'm going to prove to you that you can take a complete beginner and turn them into a multimillionaire trader. So this led to a very, very powerful real-life experiment. What Richard Dennis did is he put an advertisement in the national paper in the United States. And he said, look, I'm looking for beginners, people with no financial background at all. He got hundreds of people actually applying. And he actually narrowed it down to just 14 people. No background at all in finance. He had someone who was a pianist, someone who was a primary school teacher. He had a fantasy design gamer, right? Someone who designed games. He had someone who was a cleaner, from a whole variety of different backgrounds. They started out with no knowledge at all. He showed them this simple, powerful strategy, and in a 4-year period, they generated $175 million collectively. This was actually written about in the Wall Street Journal. Pretty amazing to be able to do that with 14 beginners. And I agree 100% with Richard Dennis, because I've been able to do it for myself and showing thousands of other people how this works as well. So traders can be made. They're not born. And this is a real life story that proved exactly that. And I also love to do this with my new members, right? When someone starts working with me, my goal for them is to get them results as quickly as possible. That's what people want. They want results. They want to start making money. They want that lifestyle, right? They want to be able to pay the bills, increase in the cost of living, interest rates, everything's going up at a dramatic rate. They want to be able to make more money and make more money quickly. So my goal is to help you make $100,000 in profit fast. That's the first goal. Once I've helped you achieve that, then we want to get to $1 million and beyond. And this is what I do at my 3-day income masterclass. Help complete beginners start from zero and get them to $100,000 in profit quickly. Just like you're seeing here with one of my members, Warren Erickson, who generated $160,000 in his first 12 months using the strategy you're about to learn now. So the smart income strategy, what's actually involved here? What did Richard Dennis do with these 14 beginners? Now, these 14 beginners, he called them the Turtles, the collective group, the Turtles. Start slow to finish the race winning. That's why he called them the Turtles. So these group of 14 individuals with no background, the Turtles, generated that $175 million in profit. But what did they do? What were the principles? What was the strategies that they actually used? Well, there was 4 simple keys and 2 simple rules. Let me show you exactly what they were. And we actually showed this to one of our members, Michael, right? He learned this strategy, 4 simple keys, 2 simple rules, and generated $1.48 million in profit in 2020, in just 1 calendar year, when the markets were falling during the pandemic, when markets were going down, made almost $1.5 million in profit. So we've been able to do this over and over again with our members, and following this same process, 4 simple keys, 2 simple rules. So what are the 4 keys that Richard Dennis used, and what are the keys that I use with my members? Key number 1 is risk management. The only thing I teach traders is to always use a stop, right? A stop loss. That's the only rule I have. So you've got to know what your risk is up front and minimize that risk through an automated order called a stop loss. So managing the risk first, and the profit, the money, will take care of itself. So risk management was number 1. Key number 2 was big trends lead to big profits. So when you see a lot of money flowing into a particular sector, a particular stock, that's when you want to get on board. The trend is your friend. The trend is where the money is. Richard Dennis himself says, I am a trend follower. I try to identify the trend of the market, and I stay with that trend until it reverses. So you'll want to be following big trends to make big money. Key number 3 was let your profits run. So when you do find a big trend and you're making good profits, don't take your profits too early. Let those profits run. You want to stay in the trade and reduce risk. There's very simple ways of doing that, but you want to allow the profits to run. Like Richard Dennis says, if you have a good trade, let it run. Don't take your profits too early. And key number 4 is no ego. Follow the rules. The best traders have no ego. They have to swallow their pride, right, and get out of losses early. Small losses allow the profits to run. It's a rules-based system. And the ideal way to take the ego out of it and have a rules-based mechanical system that works is to make it automated. Okay, you and I have a lot of emotions around money. We want to eliminate you and I and make the whole thing automated. And I'll talk about that in just a moment. So the smart income strategy, people getting results, people with no experience coming in and learning the strategy. Why? Because it's simple and it's easy to use and easy to follow. One of our members here put just over $4,000 in an account. 2 days later, turned that $4,000 into $21,000. 4 days after that, turned it into over $62,000. From $4,000 to $62,000 in a week. How did that happen? He followed the big trend. He didn't take his profits too early, right? He had a stop. He had risk management in place, okay? And he had no ego. He was following the rules. Another one of our members here, Neil, making $7,281 in income in just 3 weeks. Imagine being able to make an additional $7,000 in 3 weeks. How much of a difference would that make to you right now if you could make that sort of money? We're not talking about being a millionaire overnight. We're talking about a legitimate strategy that can generate you consistent income. So the smart income strategy is fantastic. Why? Because it generates consistent money from the markets, whether the markets are going up or they're going down. We can make money just as easily whether they're going up or down. Now, the investment vehicle that we're going to use is options. Okay, now options, when used correctly, are the most powerful, flexible investment vehicle on the planet, hands down. Warren Buffett, the Oracle himself, has generated over $5 billion using this strategy and using options. Options have been around for around 50 years. Okay, they're not a new thing, but very few people understand how they work, right? Some people might have dabbled in this with, say, something like a covered call, for example. That is not what we're talking about here. We're talking about using options themselves to start generating phenomenal amounts of money. Now, the investment vehicle we're going to use is called options. There's only two types of options. This is relatively simple. There is a call option and there is a put option. As you'll see on the bottom left here, a call option makes money when the price of the stock moves higher, when it goes up. So we buy a call option. As the price moves up, our call option explodes in value, makes us more money. We simply close out the call option, lock the money away in our bank account, and go and spend it. The only other type of option there is a put option. Now, as you can see, a put option, we buy a put option here. As the price goes down, our put option explodes in value. We simply close the put option, lock the money in our bank account, and go and spend and enjoy it. Okay, so call options make you money when prices go up. Put options make you money when prices go down, right? They're the only two types of options that there are. Now, we're not interested in owning shares. We don't want to go out and buy shares. That can be very expensive. You can be stuck with shares for months on end or years on end. We're not interested in that. We are looking to control a share rather than own it, okay? So one option, whether it's a call option or whether it's a put option, controls 100 shares. Sean, what's the advantage of that? Well, it requires just a fraction of the money to control 100 shares as opposed to actually owning 100 shares. So we only need small amounts of money to actually do this, right? You can do this with $100, $50, $200. Not huge amounts of money are needed to do this. So one option controls 100 shares. Like we just said, call options make you money when prices move higher. Put options make you money when prices move lower. Okay, so they're the basics. That's what you need to know when we're talking about options. Now, let me give you an example of 4 recent call option trades that we did and the amount of money invested and how much money we made in just 1 week. In total, the 4 call options that we bought, we spent $525, right? That's how much money we actually spent. We bought a call on NVIDIA. We bought another one here on CDNS. We bought another one here on MicroStrategy. Made over $3,000 in a week just from that one call option. And then finally, we bought a call option on VLO. How much money did we make? Well, we invested $525 and we turned it into over $3,336 in 1 week. Who would love to learn a strategy like that? That is automated, set and forget. We're going to talk about how that works in just a moment. From $525 to over $3,300 in a week. Real life trades that we have just done. Did you know that McDonald's actually pays you money if you understand options, right? Let me give you a bit of a test here. You can see in this box here, we bought a call option right here, okay, right here. As the stock moved up, here's the test. What type of options did we use to make money? Was it a call option that we bought or was it a put option that we bought? Just put it in the chat. Just tell me what option did my members make money with here on McDonald's as the price moved up? Yes, well done. Go to the head of the class. Yes, that's right. Perfect, right? Good engagement in the chat. I appreciate that. Love the energy. Exactly. Call options, right? Call options is what we used. We made just over $1,000 in income in 2 weeks from that one trade. Now, could you have 3 or 4 of these going, Sean, in the 1 week? Particularly because of the fact that they are automated, right? All of these trades are fully automated and they manage themselves. I'll show you how that works in a moment. So how do you find these option income opportunities? Well, we know the 4 keys. Richard Dennis just taught us those, and we've got 2 simple rules that I use to know when to actually do this, right? Timing's everything, isn't it? So 2 simple rules for income success. Keep it simple. Just follow the rules. Buy a call option when the 2 blue lines have crossed above the 2 red lines. Oh, Sean, I haven't seen the blue lines or red lines yet. You will. Just one moment. 2 blue lines have crossed above the 2 red lines. What do? Buy a call option. You buy a put option when the 2 blue lines have crossed below the 2 red lines. So they cross above, the blue lines cross above, buy a call. The blue lines cross below, buy a put option. Very simple, very straightforward. Let me show you exactly how it works. So we can see here, one blue line crossing below the red, and another blue line here crossing below the red. So we've got one blue line below and the second blue line below. We go back to our rules, 2 blue lines below the 2 red lines, which we have right here in this box and this box. What do? Buy a put option, right? So you buy a put option. As the price goes down, you're making phenomenal amounts of money. When do we exit? When do we close that put option out, Sean, and realize the profit and go and spend the money? When one of the blue lines crosses above, right? So they both closed below to buy the put option. When one, as you can see here in this box, crosses above, we simply exit. Now, looking at the rules, when 2 blue lines cross above the 2 red lines, one blue line above, second blue line above, we simply do what? Buy a call option, okay? So we bought a call option here. Price exploded from 95 to 145. When do we exit? When one of the blue lines crossed below, right here. Very simple, very straightforward, easy to use and easy to make money. So, call option income. This is when we enter. This is when we buy the call option. One blue line crossed above the red. Second blue line crossed above the red. When that happens, buy a call option, okay? And they're the 2 simple rules that we follow, right? One blue line, second blue line, buy a call option. How do we know when to exit? One of the blue lines does the opposite. They both crossed above to enter. One simply needs to cross below to exit, which is right here, right? So very, very easy to use. This was another one that we did on Tesla. Blue line above the red, second blue line above the red, buy a call option. As the price moves up, we're making great money with our call option, and we simply close the trade when one blue line does the opposite and crosses below. Who loves the simplicity of that? I know I do, right? It took me tens and thousands of hours to work on something here that really works. Thousands of hours of back testing, trading millions of dollars to come up with something that works and works consistently. And that's exactly what this trading process does. MicroStrategy here. One blue line above the red, buy a call. Second blue line above the red, buy the call, right? And we exit when one crosses below, right there. Very simple. What did that mean in money terms? Well, we made $4,565. Who would love to learn this strategy and then me to show you a way to make it automated? Set and forget. Yeah, a lot of people like the sound of that. Absolutely. So let's look at the whole process here, right? I want to show you with a real life trade, right? Not a hypothetical, not something that might have happened or going back in time and cherry picking something. I want something that worked in real time with a real trade, okay? And that's exactly what we did here. So let me show you this because I think this will help you understand a lot more about how this process works. We actually did this on a stock called NVIDIA. We used the 2 simple rules, 2 blue lines above the red, buy a call, two blue lines below the red, buy a put, and we looked at this chart here of NVIDIA. Okay, we saw one blue line above the red, second blue line above the red. This is when I saw the trading opportunity. Right there is when we bought the call option. Now, we bought the call option on the 22nd of the 1st, okay? We bought this for $910. Now, Sean, is it always $910? No, sometimes it's $50, $100, $200. But in this particular case, it was $910. Remember, this is a real life example, right? It's a real trade. So we purchased the call option for $910. Why? Because the 2 blue lines were above the red line, right? So that's exactly why. You can see that clearly there. Blue line above the red, second blue line above the red. And we simply exited when one of the blue lines did the opposite, crossed below right here. Okay? So that's exactly what we did with a real life trade. Now, what did this result in? It's all about results. We entered on the 22nd of the 1st and then exited on the 17th of the 2nd. Why? Because the blue line, one of the blue lines, crossed below the red line, right? That's why we got out of the trade. So you can see our $910 has increased in value to $3,640. How good is that in less than a month? So $3,640, the new value of our call option. Sean, why has it gone from 910 to 3,640? Well, because the price went up. Can you see that? The price went up. So our call option increased in value from 910 to 3,640. So 3,640, the new value of the call option we bought, minus the cost to buy the call option in the first place, leaves us with a profit of $2,730. That's a 300% return in less than a month. Now that's very exciting, and that's amazing, right? To be able to turn 910 into $3,640 with a clear profit of $2,730. But what about if I told you that once the two simple rules line up, right? The two blue lines above the two red lines, we buy a call. Once you've done that, Sean, how long does it take to buy a call option? About 2 minutes, right? You could literally do it within 2 or 3 minutes. Now, once you've bought the call option within 2 or 3 minutes, what about if I could show you a way to make it fully automated so it is set and forget? You know what the worst case scenario is, you know what your risk is, and you know where you're going to take your profit, and it's done automatically, even when you're sleeping, even when you're not there, even when you're flying, wherever you are. We can make this an automated process. Who loves that aspect of this? Who loves being able to do what they want with their time, but having these trades working for you in the background with a red and blue trading rule? Who loves that? A lot of people like the sound of that. Yeah, right? Because time's the only thing we can't get more of, okay? We want to be able to generate that income, but spend the time with the people that we love. Now, in order to turn knowledge into money, right? Knowledge by itself is not power. Only applied knowledge is power. So if you want to turn your knowledge into money, you need to understand the most important concept of all, which is called asymmetrical risk. If you're not using asymmetrical risk, you simply don't know what you're doing, right? You must use asymmetrical risk in every trade that you do. We've all been programmed to thinking the only way for us to grow our wealth involves taking huge risks. While there's no such thing as a riskless return, every master trader in the world will tell you, without exception, one of the most vital components of growing your money is to find investments with asymmetrical risk and reward. Asymmetrical risk is the concept of taking a risk that will produce a return that far surpasses the risk taken. In English, I'm risking $1 to make $5 in profit. If I'm right, I make $5. If I'm wrong, I lose $1. Now think about this. If I had 4 losing trades, every time I have a losing trade, I lost $1. How much money have I lost? Well, obviously $4. If I have just one winning trade, just one, I've made $5. So you can see with a 5-to-1 asymmetrical risk trade, even if you're wrong 80% of the time, you're still going to make money. This, my friends, is a game-changing concept. Very few people understand this. It's a really important concept that can change the quality of your life greatly. Yet, the idea of leveraging asymmetrical risk, it's not really emphasized in today's world. I mean, how many people were taught about this at school? Virtually no one. But this really is the secret. If there is a secret, this is it. Now, I learned off 3 of the top option traders in the United States. I did the actual option floor trader exams before you go on the pit floor. I learned off actual floor traders. It cost me over $250,000 to do so. And I always thought that they were always right. They had some sort of secret sauce, but they were wrong just like everyone else. However, every trade that they set up was automated, so there was no emotion, and it was always set up with asymmetrical risk, right? Where the potential reward was much higher than the risk that you're taking to achieve the reward, right? Very, very important. Paul Tudor Jones, one of the greatest traders to walk planet Earth, he says a 5-to-1 means I'm risking $1 to make 5, like we just spoke about. What 5-to-1 does is allow me to only be right 20% of the time and still not lose money. Imagine having 80% losing trades and still not losing money. Pretty amazing, right? I can actually be a complete imbecile, Paul Tudor Jones says. I can be wrong 80% of the time and I'm still not going to lose. Now, this is an aha moment. If you can't make money when you're right as much as you're wrong, you don't know what you're doing. It's not about how many winning trades you have. It's how much you make on your winning trades and, very importantly, how much you lose on your losing trades. You've got to be able to do it with asymmetrical risk, and you've got to be able to have the trades automated. Otherwise, you are not going to be consistently profitable and making incredible amounts of money. Small risk, big reward. That's what it's all about. If you want to leave money behind for your kids, if you want to leave a legacy, if you want to have a fantastic retirement, you must use asymmetrical risk. It's the only way to make phenomenal, life-changing, generational wealth. Just like Kyle Bass did. Now, Kyle Bass had $30 million, right? And he turned it into $4 billion in just 2 years. How on earth did he do that? Well, he used asymmetrical risk. He never risked more than 6 cents to make $1, right? When you really broke it down, that's what he did. So that means 16.6 reward to only 1 of risk. That's how we turned 30 million into $4 billion. That is the key, my friends, asymmetrical risk. So most people think you've got to take a big risk to make a big reward. Absolutely incorrect. You don't need to take a big risk. If you keep thinking that, you're always going to be broke. You've got to understand that there are very simple, powerful strategies that can be used with asymmetrical risk, making them automated, that can change your financial life forever. Now, what did we start this out with? Richard Dennis's 4 keys, and one of them was risk management. The only thing I teach traders is to always use a stop. That's the only rule I have. Got to have a stop or risk management in place. So how do we make it automated, Sean? I love that aspect of making this automated set and forget. Well, we do this through something called a bracket order. If you want to make your trading set and forget, if you don't want to be staring at the screen all the time and worrying about what's going on and managing your risk effectively like a professional, then you've got to be using a bracket order. This is how we make all of our trades set and forget, and we make them automated. There's only 3 parts to a trade. The initial order, buying the call option. We know we can do that in about 2 minutes. Taking a profit, right? Your profit taker. As soon as the call option you bought, for example, gets to your profit, the amount of money you want to make, it automatically closes the trade and puts the money in your bank account and you can go and spend it. And then finally, like Richard Dennis said, we've got our stop loss in place. If the trade goes down instead of what we thought, go up, it will close the trade automatically without you even being there, and you've only had a small loss. This, my friends, is very, very important for you to be long-term successful. So what we did with our real-life trade with NVIDIA, we bought the call option, number 1, right? Remember, there's 3 parts. Number 1, we bought the call option, $910. We set a profit taker. Once we make $2,730, I want you to automatically close the trade and give me that profit. Give me that income. And that's exactly what happened in this example, real life example. And we also set our stop loss so that we weren't risking 910, the amount of money we put in, we were only risking 360. So you can set that stop loss up with any risk that you choose. How good is that? So we set the profit taker and it triggered, right? It automatically, once it got 3 times higher than our cost of the trade, 910 times 3, 2,730, once we'd achieved that profit, our bracket order kicked in and automatically closed the trade and put the money in our bank account. How good's that? We weren't even there when that happened, okay? So like I say, we made $2,730 in less than a month. So you get your $910 back, the cost of buying the call option, plus you get an additional $2,730 on top. You weren't even there. You were sleeping or doing something else, and that money was put straight into your account. That's what it's about, asymmetrical risk and keeping it automated. Now, the keys to financial success, we've already spoken about this, right? Asymmetrical risk. The profit has to be much higher than the risk. So in our case here, we were using a 3-to-1 risk to reward. Now, let's say that you were only right 40% of the time. What's our win rate? About 78 to 80% of the time, right? That's the amount of times that we're right. So we're much, much higher than this. But let's just say worst scenario. You were right only 40% of the time, which obviously means you're wrong 60% of the time. Out of 100 trades, you have 60 losers, more losers than winners. Every time you're right, you make $2,730. And every time you're wrong, you lose $360 with our very important stop loss in place. 40 winners, only 40 winners out of 100. You've made over $109,000. 60 losers out of 100. You've lost $21,600. What's the overall result? You made a profit and income of over $87,600. Pretty amazing. And you were only right 40% of the time, and it was automated, set and forget. Conclusion. Even only being right 40% of the time, if you use asymmetrical risk correctly and make it automated, take the emotion out of it, you can still make an incredible income. Now, I love using the red and the blue trading rule. It's so simple. There's only 2 rules. It's dead simple. And then I love making it automated with the bracket order. Okay. So that's working for me each and every week. But then what I do is the money that I make from my red and my blue trading rule, my automated trading, I use some of that money to supercharge my wealth. Let me ask you this. If you had just made $1,000, right, imagine you've just made $1,000 using the red and the blue trading rule. Would you be willing to put $200 of that into a particular strategy that could turn it into $20,000 plus? Your $200 into $20,000 plus. Would you be willing to do that? I'm getting a lot of yeses. Yeah, absolutely, right? You've made $1,000. It wasn't even your money. It's the money that you made using the strategy. And you've only used a fraction of it, $200 out of the 1,000, to put into a strategy that could supercharge your wealth. That's exactly what I do. So I don't use my own money to supercharge my wealth. I use the money that I make from the red and the blue trading rule, my automated trading. And I call it my 100x option strategy. Now, this is a game changer. It's just something that I use with the profits that I make with my red and the blue trading rule. So imagine turning $1,000. Imagine having $1,000 and turning it into $100,000 in 12 months. Or $2,000 and turning it into $200,000 in 12 months. Sean, how can you say that? I've done it many times, and so have my members. Let me show you exactly how we do this. Who would love to be able to turn $1,330 into over $135,000 in just 3 months? That would be a pretty good thing to be able to do, wouldn't it, right? That's exactly what we recently did with our 100x strategy. And I'm going to show you how we did that with a stock called MicroStrategy. The stock had an explosive move higher, and we were able to see it ahead of time. We invested $1,330 and turned it into $135,955 profit in just 3 months. Is that incredible? And I do this by using my 100x explosive option chart. Now, this brand new chart setup is a game changer for you because it tells you when a 100x trade is setting up, when a new 100x trade is available. Remember, 100x, 1,000 into 100,000, 2,000 into 200,000, in 12 months or less. It will actually say bull on the chart, on the page, on your screen. It will say the word bull. When it does, you simply buy a call option. Sounds pretty simple, Sean. I love how you keep everything simple. Absolutely. Only took me 24 years and tens and thousands of hours to work this out, right? And then when it says bear, we buy a put option. 20 years in the making, and I've generated millions of dollars using this strategy or this setup. So have a look at this. Bull, we buy a call. Once it says bear, we exit the trade. Now, this is where we turned $1,330, right? Imagine having just $1,330, right? Imagine having that in your bank account and putting it into an actual trade. Now it says bull. Can you guys see that? Bull. $570 odd was where MicroStrategy was. We bought the call option and it exploded from $570 to $1,766. I have this trade on video evidence. When I told my members to get in, setting it up, the whole thing, video evidence, me actually doing this. Talk is cheap. So this is how we turned $1,330 into $135,000. Imagine that. Pretty incredible. So that's exactly how we did this with MicroStrategy, right? We did this on the 19th of the 12th, and in 3 months, we had taken that $1,300 and turned it into over $135,000. One of our members who was only in the trade for a couple of weeks, sending in his actual account, over $25,000 in profit just at that point. So this 100x option strategy is huge, and we're not using our own money to put into this strategy. That's the other powerful part about this. A really powerful aspect is that we're using the money we've made from our red and blue automated trading. So I love this 100x explosive chart setup because it simply says bull and I buy the call. That is how we do it. Now, I've done this before with MicroStrategy, right? Where I entered here and closed the trade here. And here's the actual trade, right? Not a lot of people actually show you the trade results. Here it is here. We spent $2,240 on this 100x trade, and we turned it into $189,700. Incredible. Life-changing for some people. So here's some of our Smart Income Strategy members using this smart strategy to get results quickly. Dr. Peter Mounts, one of our members, making $2,432 in 28 minutes. Thomas followed our step-by-step video module, simply followed along with what we did, followed the trades that we gave him, and made over $6,000 in 1 month. Here's Rob making over $131,000 buying call options on Zoom following our 100x strategy. Gold. Sean, can I use this red and blue trading rule and obviously the 100x setup that you've got to supercharge my wealth? Can I use that with futures, Forex, or any other type of trading that I do, stock trading? Absolutely you can. It works with all types of trading. That particular trade with gold, right? Blue line above the red, blue line above the red. We did that and made over a 290% return in a month. If you just buy physical gold, you're never making 290% return in a month, right? This is how you can really grow your wealth quickly. And we did this with silver as well. Blue line above the red, second blue line above the red. Buying a call option for only $107. Remember, you don't need huge amounts of money to do this. And making 180% return in just 2 weeks. Another one here on Adobe, 2 blue lines above the red. We made $4,887 in income. Think you can't make money in this market? Think again. Using a simple, proven strategy that works, this is how you do it, and you do it on autopilot. One of our members here, Ant, who made $6,208 on 8 very simple, automated red and blue trading rule trades, right? Simply followed along using our methodology and made over $6,000 in income. Another trade here on Palantir, 393% return. Another one here on Google. We have thousands of these trades, right? Another one here on LLY. Now, this is Martin and Margaret, brand new members, followed our step-by-step process, right? Very simple to follow using the red and the blue trading rule. And they made $4,500 in their first week. How good is that? Alan generated over $40,000 in his first 3 months using the red and the blue trading rule. He made almost $20,000 in just 1 month and over $40,000 in 3 months, starting out using this strategy for the very first time. Now have a listen to this. This is Warren. Didn't even know what an option was, started out from scratch, followed what we did step by step, followed our trades, and have a look what he did.
Hi there, my name's Warren. Sean's asked me to give a really quick testimonial. So here goes. In the last 12 months, I've been able to generate $165,000 using Sean's strategies around options, which represents about 49% return on my money, which is an absolutely fantastic result. Sean, I could really recommend him as an excellent coach, mentor and teacher, and his support in and through this options program is commendable.
So that's our goal, is to get you to $100,000 in profit as quickly as possible. Now have a look what Bill did using our 100x trade. Remember I spoke to you before about the 100x trade? Making money from your red and your blue trading rule and putting it into the 100x trade. Have a look what he did in 3 weeks.
Hi, Bill. I've been in the CFO program now for almost 2 years, and during that time, I've been on this truly amazing journey of discovery to learn all about options trading. The program has exceeded all my expectations, and I'm now consistently generating profits each month. In the first 3 weeks of March, I've generated profits of $177,000. So if you are looking for an options trading program or an additional way to build wealth, I'd highly recommend the CFO program. The training is exceptional. The coaches, their knowledge and expertise is without question. I'm not a young guy anymore. If I can do it, I'm sure you can do it as well. So come on board. You won't be disappointed. I can highly recommend this program. Wishing you all the very, very best, and see you at the top of the mountain. Bye.
100x trade, my friends, into over $177,000 in 3 weeks. Now, once you get to that $100,000 in profit, you'll become a lifetime smart income strategy member. That's the first thing. Then what we do is we develop a plan to educate you to get you from $100,000 to $1 million plus. This is where it gets exciting, and this is exactly what we did with Michael. Developed this plan for Michael, and he generated $1.48 million in just 12 months. Have a listen to this.
Just wanted to send in a quick video to say thank you to Sean, Anthony, and the entire Cashflow Options team. We had a great 2020 trading year, and I was able to amass total trading profits for options of $1.48 million for the full 2020 trading year.
How amazing is that, right? So we get you to $100,000 in profit quickly, then we develop a plan for you to get you to $1 million plus using the smart income strategy. So what's my mission statement? Why am I here? What do I do? How do I do it? And why do I do it? Well, here it is. I'm looking to create 100 turtles or individuals, just like Richard Dennis did, who are completely financially free. So I'm looking for 100 people right here and right now. There's a huge amount of people listening right now, and I'm looking for 100 individuals who want to become financially free. We teach to demonstrate and utilize the easiest to follow income strategies in the world. We keep it simple so that you can get the results. And it is made for beginners. And even if you are experienced without the results, this is for you with a smart income strategy. So we're going to be giving you step-by-step instructions on how to implement the strategy right now. The great thing with the smart income strategy is that you'll be able to generate consistent returns whether the market's going up using call options or whether the market's going down using put options. We're going to give you lifetime access to our smart income strategy. I put my heart and soul into this. It is a step-by-step video modules that will guide you through how to successfully and profitably trade options while managing your risk effectively. All modules can be watched at your own pace in the comfort of your own home. Thanks to our very comprehensive program, you'll go from complete beginner to mastering the art of trading options from anywhere in the world. So, Sean, what's involved in the Smart Income Strategy program, and what am I actually going to learn? Well, Module 1, how do you find the income opportunities? We show you 2 simple scans that you can do, 1 to find call options, 2 to find put options, and how you can find these opportunities in a matter of minutes. We show you exactly how to do that. We then show you the exact time to enter using our red and blue trading rule. We'll set the red and the blue trading chart up for you, and we'll show you exactly when to enter and when to exit. In Module 3, we're actually going to scan for a call option trade. We're going to find that trade. We're going to do the entire process, set it up, make it automated so you can see the process from the beginning to the end. Once you see how we do it, how we make it automated, and how we find our call option trades, you'll then be able to duplicate that over and over again. Same thing with put options. We scan for it, we find an idea, we set it up, and we show you exactly when to enter, when to exit, and how to make it automated. So when you actually see the step-by-step process we use, any one of you can actually start following exactly what we do to make incredible amounts of money. Now, we know that time is precious. Don't want to spend huge amounts of time doing this. So we want to make our income automated. That's what we're going to show you in Module 5. The entire process, step by step, for making your whole income generation automated. Very, very important. Very simple to follow, and we're keeping it simple so you can use it as well to make phenomenal amounts of money. And Module 6 is the 100x strategy, right? Showing you exactly how the 100x strategy works. Now, each one of these modules is only around 10 minutes long. You don't go into a long-winded program that takes forever to learn. This is very, very simple. We want you to get the results. Remember, you're the driver, not the mechanic. You don't need to know how all of the engine works, right, to actually drive a car from here to there. What you want to be able to do is be the driver and drive that vehicle safely from here to there to get the results that you want. So each one of these modules is only around 10 minutes long, and they're going to teach you how to get the results quickly. So the Smart Income Strategy is valued at $5,000. Our members rave about it because it is so easy to follow. So you're going to get lifetime access to all 6 of those option strategies. We're actually going to give you the secret trading formula for finding the right option to buy with the right expiry at the right time. We're going to help you open your own trading account, step-by-step instructional videos on how to set up your account quickly and easily, avoid mistakes, and start making money fast. Value there, $500. We'll show you exactly what to do. Now, we want to support you through your whole options trading journey. This is a safe place where you can grow and learn and earn. So we're going to give you 12 months email support. We have a 24/7 manned email support service. Anytime you have a question, same day response, many times within an hour. So we're there supporting you every step of the way. I'm going to give you something very special today, right? Out of respect for having me here today and giving me your time, I'm going to give you something pretty amazing. Remember, your future depends on what you do today. We know 5 years' time is coming, whether we like it or not. The only question is, how are you going to arrive in 5 years' time financially? Are you going to be at the same place you are now? Are you going to be worse off? Are you going to be under a mountain of bills and debts and stress? Or are you going to make a shift? Imagine making a shift, learning a simple, easy to follow strategy that is automated, then using some of that money to put into the 100x strategy to change your life forever, your financial future forever. You're arriving in 5 years in a very different place than where you are now, right? Making everything easier in your life and easier for your kids' life as well. You've got to have something to give back. And this is where you make that decision right here and right now. Everything that you've seen so far, over $6,500 of value. What about if I gave you this incredible program that has generated millions of dollars, has made me a multimillionaire for only $1,997? Is that incredible? That's a pretty good deal for everything that you've got here. But what I want to do, there are a lot of people listening right now, for the first 100 turtles or people, right? First 100 individuals that take this life-changing opportunity, I want to reward you for being an action taker. So I'm going to give you something to help you make money rapidly. I'm going to give you 3 amazing gifts. First gift is, why don't we do the work for you? We do the work, you just copy. If you want to be successful, just find someone who's already achieving the results that you want, copy what they do, and you'll get the same results. We've made millions of dollars doing this. My team has over 80 years of market experience. We will help you get there, and you simply copy what we do. Automated, set and forget income. We're going to give you 2 powerful, automated, red and blue trading rule opportunities to make money immediately, right? So you simply copy what we do, okay? Copy these 2 trades to make phenomenal amounts of money. So that's the first gift. I want to give you 2 of these red and the blue trading rules, trades set up for you so you can start making money now on autopilot. Just like we did recently with some of our members, where we showed them the JP Morgan trade, right? We gave them one of these red and blue trading rule trades, right? And they made $15,600. We're giving you 2 of these, okay? So that's what we're going to do firstly, is give you 2 of these trades fully automated and ready to make money. The 100x explosive option chart. Remember I spoke about that before? How it simply says bull and you buy a call. It says bear and you buy a put. So we're actually going to give you that setup so you can find these opportunities for yourself. Just like I did with MicroStrategy, $2,240 into over $189,000. So what I'm going to give you here is exactly that. The brand new chart setup, 20 years in the making, generated me millions of dollars, all new Smart Income Strategy members. So for the first 100 people today, you're going to receive that game-changing setup. Once it says bull, buy a call, says bear, buy a put, and we're looking to make 100x on your money. It is absolutely priceless. We use this 100x setup that you're going to get only for the first 100 people. We use this on NVIDIA. Remember, everyone was talking about how much NVIDIA went up? Well, we were on that ride, my friends. Remember, follow the big trends. That's where the big profits are. When it says bull, you buy a call. Look at this move. Just incredible. From around $400 to $950. Now, this was another time that we used the 100x opportunity to make 2 lots of incredible money here. One lot here, okay, where it says bull, and this second one here where it says bull, we bought a call option right there. This is how, right, imagine turning that $1,330 into $135,955 in 3 months. My friends, that's what that is, okay? 1,330 into over 135,000. That's exactly how we did it. On the 19th of the 12th is when we entered with MicroStrategy. Just life-changing. It also works with put options, making money on the way down or when the market's going to crash. Says bear, we buy the put options to make big money as prices fall. Now, like I said before, you can use this with cryptocurrencies. You can use this with Forex, futures, stocks. It can work with any type of trading. So once you've got this 100x setup, you can use it with any type of trading that you do. Now, I actually used it with Bitcoin, okay? It said bull, I bought Bitcoin, right? Made a good amount of money here. Said bear, I exited. Then it said bull again, I bought again. So on the first move from here to here, I turned my account into $978,000. Then on the second move here, big move up here, I took it from 978 to just over $1 million to 1.3 million to over $1.5 million. This is straight from my account. So I made over $500,000 in just over a month using the 100x setup, all right? And you're going to get that now as a new member. Grab this opportunity, right? Grab it while it is still here. Imagine you being able to turn that $1,330 into $135,000 using the 100x chart setup, right? Exactly like we did with MicroStrategy. Now, what I also want to do is give you the chart setup, right? We're going to give you 2 red and blue trading opportunities, it's all set up for you, fully automated. We're going to give you the 100x chart setup so you can find these incredible opportunities to make hundreds and thousands of dollars yourself. And I'm actually going to give you a 100x trade that I've researched personally as well. This is one of the best opportunities that I've seen in 20 years for smaller traders to make massive profits, valued at just under $3,000. This is a special bonus. This is extra special for everyone listening to this. This is the last gift that I'm going to give you here. I'm going to give you a 3-day income masterclass. Now, at that 3-day live event, I will set the 100x trade up for you. I've done all the research. Everything is mapped out for you, and we will actually place the trade together. Your computer will be open, my computer will be open, and we will place the trade step by step, click by click, so that no one is left behind. I want to give you this 100x trade I've been researching now for months and months. I've got this, and this is one of the best opportunities I've seen in 20 years. Also, at this 3-day income masterclass that you're going to get as a new member, I'm going to set up one of the red and blue line trades as well, just like the turtles did, right? So our goal here with the 3-day income masterclass is to get you from $0 to $100,000 in profit fast. Once you've done that, we're going to develop a plan to get you to $1 million and beyond. So the 3-day income masterclass is another incredible gift for you. We're going to be having these exclusive 3-day masterclasses in your time zone, right? At a time that is suitable for you. Remember, the goal is beginning traders to $100,000 in profit quickly. So with those 3 incredible gifts, plus the actual strategy itself, $6,500, only $1,997. That is an incredible price. But what I'm going to do is something amazing. Now, as soon as I say this, these 100 places are going to go quickly. What I'm going to do is give you a huge opportunity. I'm going to reduce the price by another $1,600. This is not about money for me. I want to make this as affordable as possible. I believe everyone needs to learn this strategy. Grab the opportunity and live, okay? The link is in the chat. Click on that link right now. Go to the payment page and become one of the 100 turtles, individuals that I'm looking to create financial freedom with. Go there right now, not $1,997, only $397. Is that incredible value, my friends? I can't do much more than that. Click on the link in the chat right now. Go there before all of these places get snapped up. This price will never be repeated again. What I'm also going to do is give you 100% money back guarantee. As long as you present for the 3-day masterclass. Now, why on earth would you not attend the 3-day masterclass? I'm going to give you the 100x trade that could turn 1,000 into 100,000, 2,000 to 200,000. I'm going to give you the 100x trade. I'm going to give you a red and a blue trade as well. Why would you not attend, right? I'm going to teach you some amazing things there as well. So all you've got to do is attend the 3-day masterclass. You simply open your trading account, place 12 live trades using the red and blue trading strategy. And I guarantee that if you don't make at least 10 times your training fee back in the first 24 months, I will give you 100% of your training fee back. I'll give you all your money back. Plus, you get to keep the entire program you've been given, right? So you get your money back, plus you can keep the program. Is that incredible? I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I cannot give you any more value than this. Imagine having this system working for you on autopilot, having a 100x trade given to you live, and then if you don't make 10 times your training fee back in the next 24 months, you get all your money back and you keep the program. Is that incredible? Do you guys like that? Very few people are that confident to actually do this. I am, and it's not about money for me, so I'm keeping it as affordable as possible. Not $19.97, only $3.97. Is that amazing, my friends? With a 100% money back guarantee. Thank you guys. I appreciate that. A lot of love in the chat there. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. A lot of love there. Thank you. Thank you. I got a lot out of that, Sean. Thank you. Yes. Any questions that you guys have got? I appreciate that. Thank you. Any questions that you all have? Sean, I've never done anything like this before. Do you really think I could do this? Absolutely, I think you can do this. Why? Because I've kept it simple. I created this program with the mindset of what I needed when I first started doing this 24 years ago. What did I need when I started 24 years ago? Well, I needed someone to break it down simply. Just give me a few modules that are step-by-step, easy to follow. Don't use any complex jargon. Keep it simple. Keep your ego out of it. It's not about you. Help me, right? And then I want you to actually give me some opportunities to make money, right? And I want you to give me some setups, chart setups, where I can find these opportunities for myself forever. And I also want you to tell me how you found them. Guess what? I've done all of that, okay? So I put myself back to when I started 24 years ago, and I built the program from there. And the results have been outstanding. We had one of our members recently, right, where he joined, he placed a trade on MU, Micron, and within 2 weeks, he had made $4,000 in income in just 2 weeks. So pretty amazing start to someone who found the trade themselves. Sean, how did they find that red and the blue trading opportunity themselves? Well, we actually give you the scan, right? We do a quick scan, which means we scan the thousands of stocks there are, and it will then present you with about 10 to 20 opportunities. And we show you how to use the red and the blue trading rule to know which ones to take and at the right time. He simply followed the modules and made over $4,000 just watching the modules, right? Plus he's got our trades, plus he's got a new 100X trade that I think is going to be life-changing. Pretty good deal for someone who just joined, right? And my friends, for this price, under $1,000, you are never going to find this type of value anywhere else. A multimillionaire trader giving you his secrets like this for this type of price is incredible. Remember, the goal is to get you to $100,000 in profit. And then from there, $1 million and beyond. That's the goal here. Sean, how long does it take to get started? It doesn't take long at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to send you 2 emails. One email will be to access those 6 modules so you can start learning how this works. And within the program, there's actually 4 very short modules which show you how to set everything up, how to set up the red and the blue trading rule, how to set up the 100X chart, which you're getting, which is amazing in and of itself. How do I set up my brokerage account? How do I get it all ready to go? We show you that in 4 simple modules. And then we've got 6, 10, 12-minute videos that show you exactly what to do. So you'll get access to that in an email straight away, right? Now, from there, you'll actually receive another email which will allow you to book your 3-day income masterclass. And remember, at the 3-day masterclass, we're going to give you the 100X trade all set up for you, okay? So it's all going to be there for you. 2 emails, right? And they will be sent to you very, very soon, right? Very soon. As soon as you've gone to that link, which is in the chat, looks like we've got, my goodness me, only 20 places left. 20 places left. Grab those last 20 while they're there. You will never see this type of offer ever again, right? This is something that I'm really doing to help people. Not about money for me. It's keeping it as affordable as possible, but giving people the opportunity as well, right? 20 places left, okay? Go there now. Click on that link while it is still available. Sean, can I do this in a self-managed super fund? Yes, we have many members that are doing this within a self-managed super fund, growing their wealth in retirement. Absolutely, you can do that. Yes, you can set up an account as a individual, as a partnership, as a trust, as a company, as a super fund. There's a whole range of different ways that you can actually do it. So yes, you certainly can do that. Sean, can I do this from anywhere in the world? Yeah, absolutely you can do it from anywhere in the world. You simply need an internet connection and you can utilize this strategy from anywhere in the world. I've done this in Japan in the snow. I've done it on the Maldives. I've done it in Vietnam, Thailand. I've done it in Dubai. I've done it in a whole range of different countries all around the world, London, all throughout Europe. trading and making money using this strategy. So yes, you can do this from anywhere in the world. Sean, I really want to take this off for now, but I can't start for a week, Mark. Yeah, that's fine. No problem, right? This is something that I want you to do for a lifetime, right? Grab the last 15 places. Grab the last 15 places while they're there. For this offer, at this price, it's a no-brainer. Absolute no-brainer. Grab this now while it's still here. The last 15 places are available. Grab that here, and when you get back from your holiday in a week, yes, you can start doing it then. Yeah, absolutely you can. Now, Sean, I'm a bit nervous about this. What would you say to me? I would say to you, look, when the world offers you an asymmetrical opportunity like this, you have to grab it with both hands. So what's the asymmetrical opportunity? Well, if you don't make 10 times your training fee back, your $997, you don't make 10 times that back in 24 months, you get all of your money back and you keep the program. That's the worst thing that could happen. Right? And then the potential upside is you could make hundreds and thousands, if not millions of dollars doing this over a lifetime. Now, when someone gives you an offer like that, you don't think too long about it. You grab it with both hands, particularly when there's only 15 places left, right? So that's what I would say to anyone who's on the fence right here. Virtually no downside and unlimited potential on the upside. That's asymmetrical risk. We've been speaking about that. This is your chance to grab the opportunity, right? So once those places are gone, they're gone, and we are going to then be focused on the new Smart Income Strategy members, working with you at the 3-day masterclass and getting you the results that you want, right? You take responsibility for your learning, you follow what we do step by step, the rewards will come. So one of two things has happened right now, my friends. Number one, you've either learned something, you've opened your eyes to what's available to you, or number two, you've learned something and you've taken a life-changing opportunity, right? You've grabbed it with both hands and you're going to be working with my team, right? My team of experts that have collectively over 80 years of market experience. They're going to be working with you step by step to help you get the results, right? My team is your team. It's a safe environment for you to grow and learn. Grab it now. You'll be working with like-minded members that are out there looking for trading success, looking for ways of making additional money in the simplest, shortest time. And this is the opportunity that is right in front of you. Remember, it is about the decision you make today that determines your financial future going forward, right? Grab it right now. My name's Sean Allison. I thank you so much for listening, giving me your time. I've given you an incredible opportunity. I look forward to working with you all. Thank you so much. All the best, and bye for now.